Hi, welcome back. With Christmas fast approaching, I'm juggling a lot of 3D printed projects, and today we're going to talk about a really cool one that got me very excited, which is the pair of talking door knockers from the movie Labyrinth.
You're a wonderful conversational companion.
You can talk, all you do is moan.
No good. Can't hear you.
Starring David Bowie, or Labyrinth, as my old manager used to call it when I worked in retail. I used to bully him for that. I feel quite bad. So before we begin, if you could hit like and subscribe, they're somewhere around here. If you could do that, that'd be really great and help the channel grow. We're currently 12 videos deep, and I'm trying really hard to post one a week, and I've developed quite a lot of sympathy and understanding of how hard that is for people who aren't doing it full time. So fair play to all you YouTubers out there. Not myself, I'm very hard on myself. So first things first is finding a file, which was over on Cults, and this one's completely free actually, which was quite the treat. And then I set to work printing it out. So the 100% size was actually quite small, and this was when I just got the printer, so I really wanted to max out the size and push the printer to its limits, so they're a lot bigger than initially planned. And then I gave them a quick blast with the filler primer, and then started sanding them down. I had to do a lot of this by hand because of the details. It wasn't really compatible with the electric sander. But luckily, because all the settings on the printer were maxed out, the details are very impressive on this, so it is going to need minimal cleanup work. Then once I'm happy with how smooth it is, I'll crack out the black primer and start painting it. The plan is to get a realistic bronze effect. So starting with a black would be a great base coat to then start slowly building up with the bronze tones. Also a cheeky Daredevil helmet stand in the background there, but that's not for me, that's a treat for a friend. So then using the dark bronze paint, I slopped it on, getting an absolute coverage. And then once that's dry, a second coat would be needed just to make it fully bronzed. At that point, it was looking a bit like chocolate, but I knew that the next steps would help clear it up. So using a makeup sponge, I dabbed on a lighter shade of bronze and just slowly started building up layer upon layer, giving it that slight fade into the dark and making it as realistic as possible. It looks a bit messy going on, but once it dried. With that, I think I'm ready to call it done. I think the bronze effect turned out really well. Maybe a clear coat to make it extra shiny, but maybe that'll make it too shiny. I mean, the option is to also weather it to make it look a bit more aged. My friend Mini Painting UK did some smaller versions of these that I printed for them, and they turned out amazing. So there was quite a high bar to live up to here, but I think I'm quite happy with them the way they are. They're extremely big, and they certainly look bronze. And that's the best we could hope for. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.
Oh, me? Nah, I'm just a worm.